Here's something nobody said to you when you graduated beauty school. Knowing how to do the work is only half of the job. The other half, knowing how to run your financial life as a beauty professional. And almost nobody teaches that part. Hi, I'm Cheri Doran, and today we're going to have the talk. No, not the talk about money. Not in a scary way, we're going to figure this out together way. Because the truth is, financial clarity is one of the fastest ways to go from surviving in this industry to actually thriving in it. Let me ask you a few questions. You don't have to answer out loud. I'm not going to hear you. You just need to sit with them. Do you have a monthly budget? Like an actual written out plan for where your money goes? Do you have a separate savings account for taxes? And do you put money in it consistently? Are you saving anything for retirement? Do you know right now exactly how much you need to bring in every month to cover all of your costs? If you answered no to most of those, you are actually in the majority. A study from the Bureau of Labor Statistics found that the average annual salary for a beauty professional sits around $32,000 to $33,000. In an industry that generates billions, we're taught to be great at what we do and then left to figure out the rest. But today we're going to start fixing that. And I'll be honest with you. For years, I managed my finances the way a lot of people do, by feel. Good month, I felt fine. Slow month, I panicked. Tax time came around and it was always a scramble. And I was making really good money. But making good money and building financial stability are two completely different things. I had one and not the other for so long. I don't even really want to admit it to you guys. The shift happened when I stopped thinking of myself as a stylist and I started thinking of myself as a business owner. A business owner with real financial responsibilities to myself. That meant getting really honest about what was coming in, what was going out, what I needed to save, and what I actually wanted to build. Not just month to month, but for my future. And when I made that shift, everything changed. Not overnight, but steadily, consistently, it changed. Here's what makes financial planning so hard for beauty professionals specifically. Variable income makes traditional budgeting feel impossible. When your income changes every month, week to week, how do you budget? It's not as easy as Dave Ramsey says. It feels pointless. So most people don't do it. But there are ways to budget with variable incomes. They just look different than the standard advice. We're often independent contractors with no employer safety net. No benefits, no sick days, no employer match retirement. No one is doing this for you, which means you have to do it yourself intentionally. Nobody's ever showed us. Beauty school covers technique, licensing, sanitation, and it does that really well. We take advanced classes in what? Once again, technique. But financial literacy for independent beauty professionals? That's almost never on the curriculum. This is a gap in the industry, not a personal failure. Let's get practical, and I'll teach you 3 things you can start doing this week. Know your numbers. What is the minimum amount you need to bring in every single month to cover your actual costs? Your rent, supplies, insurance, your personal bills, everything. That is your baseline number. Write it down. Figure it out. Most beauty pros have never calculated this. Once you know your floor, you can start building above it intentionally. Set up a simple tax savings habit. If you're self-employed, a portion of every payment you receive is not really yours. It belongs to taxes. It sucks, but it does. A general guideline is to set aside 25 to 30% of your income into a separate account specifically for taxes. Automate it if you can. Even if it's not perfect, having something set aside changes your entire relationship with tax season. Start a retirement account, even a small one, a Roth IRA, an IRA, heck, a money market savings account. There are options specifically designed for self-employed people. Starting even with $50 a month, it matters. The point is to start the habit. Future you will be so glad you did. Financial stability doesn't happen all at once. It's built one decision at a time. And you are capable of making those decisions. The Define Stylist method goes deep on exactly this, the financial side of building a sustainable beauty career. We talk about pricing, budgeting, understanding your income cycles, and creating a financial foundation that actually supports the life you want. If you're ready to stop guessing and start building with real strategy, this program was designed exactly for you. Every beauty professional, whether you're a stylist, esthetician, nail tech, or salon owner, deserves to understand how to make their craft financially sustainable. And I'll put the link in the description. You know, over the past few weeks, we've talked about inconsistent income, post-season exhaustion, and today, the financial foundation that every beauty professional deserves to have. Next week, we're going to tackle something that is deeply connected to all of this. Boundaries. Specifically, why so many of us overbook, say yes to everything, and end up resentful of the very career that we love. And it's a good one because it is your life and it is your career and you can define it your way. I'm Cheri Doran and I'll see you next week.